Hey guys, welcome back to another Wizard101 video. Today I'm going to go over one of my favorite features that they've added in one of the more recent updates called Archmastery or School Pips. School Pips are these different colored pips that appear here. So as you can see, I have a normal pip, a power pip, and here is an ice pip. You can also tell it's an ice pip down here. So as you can see right here, I also just gained an ice pip. So that's how you can tell now I have two ice pips as well as one power pip and one regular pip. And what school pips do is they act as normal power pips for your own school. So since I am a myth wizard, it still seems like I have 3 power pips and 1 regular pip, and I can cast an Orthrus. School pips also only work for their own school. So since I have an ice pip, a power pip, and a normal pip, it treats it for the life school as me only having 3 pips, so I cannot cast a Seraph. However, if I have a life pip now, this would be a life power pip, a normal power pip, and a regular pip. So this would act as having 4 pips for life school, but only 3 pips for every other school besides myth, since I am myth. So I would have 5, I would be able to cast rank 5 myth spells, rank 4 life spells, and rank 3 every other spell. They are also used for lore spells. So as you can see here, this is a myth pip required to cast this spell. So this spell can be cast with 2 regular pips and 1 myth pip, or a power pip and 1 myth pip. So if I go ahead and use this, I can cast this on Lady Blackhope, and since I have a school pip ready, it will be used. So now to use Goat Monk here, I already have 3 pips, and it says it requires 3 pips, and I have 3 normal pips, but I'm missing a life pip. So if I wanted to cast a spell, I now need a life pip in order to do that. So now that I have 3 pips and a life pip, I can now cast Goat Monk. This could also work if I have 2 life pips, where I would have 1 life pip acting as a power pip for the life school and a regular pip, and then 1 life pip acting as the actual life pip for the spell. So that is how school pips work in battles. So now what if you want to use different school pips in the same fight? So right now in your deck, you can go here, and this icon here tells you what school pip you have it set to. Right now I have it set to myth because I have a Keeper of the Flame, but I also want to use a death pip because I have a Lord of Night in my deck. So you can easily change what type of pip you want to generate at the beginning. So right now I can enter this fight and I will generate a storm pip. Gained a storm pip, and you can see this is a storm pip, and I have a storm pip down here. So now that I enter the fight and I chose to get a storm pip, but I don't need a storm pip because this spell requires a myth pip and this spell requires a death pip. So I can go to this icon here, and you can now change what type of pip you generate in the middle of the fight. So right now I'm going to change to a myth pip, and so in this next round I'm going to generate a myth pip. And so as you see here, I've now gained a myth pip, and you can see I have a myth pip down here, and this is the myth pip right here. So now that I have the myth pip that's required, I can cast Keeper of the Flame. And so I'm going to use Keeper of the Flame on Lady Blackhope. And now that I have that, it's going to use a power pip and a myth pip. And so then in this case, it did end up using the power pip and it used up my myth pip. So now at the end of this round, I will have 1 regular pip. I'll still have my storm pip. And I will generate a new myth pip because that's what my Archmastery setting was set to. So as you can see here, I've now gained another myth pip, and now I have 1 regular pip, 1 myth pip, 1 storm pip, but I need a death pip. So again, I can go back to here, and I can now select death, and I can pass, and on this next round, I should generate a death pip. So now that I've gained a death pip, you can see there's my death pip right here, my death pip right here, and now that I have 3 pips and a death pip, I can cast it. Now again, if I had more death pips, it would also count those death pips as a power pip for the death school. So I can cast Lord of Night now, and it should use all of my pips because it used 3 pips that were not Death School and the Death Pip. So again, that is how you can change your Archmastery both in your deck and in a fight. So now that you understand how school pips work, what spells they're used for with the lore spells, how they can be used as power pips, how you can change them, how do you generate school pips, how do you get Archmastery? So starting at level 50, you will have this Archmastery rating. It starts at 0 up until level 50, then you will gain your Archmastery rating, and after that you will have a base Archmastery set. So in that case, doesn't that mean lore spells are locked behind level 50? Well, actually no, because there is a way around it, and that is with Catherine Rockhammer, who now sells Archmastery jewels. So you can get a tier jewel and a square jewel that gives you Archmastery, and that way you can start generating it before level 50. So here I am on my Life Wizard. My Life Wizard is only level 30, and as you can see here, I have an Archmastery rating of 2, both coming from Archmastery jewels. So when I enter a fight, before this I would not have the ability to gain Archmastery, but now that I have these jewels, I have the ability to gain life pips. So now that I have a life pip, I will be able to cast lore spells, even though I'm only level 30. But with an Archmastery rating of 2, and with a power pip percentage that's not very high, I don't always have a guaranteed chance of gaining more life pips. And now that I have a life pip, I can go ahead. And now that I have a life pip, I can go ahead and cast Rat Spin. And so that's how wizards under level 50 can still use Archmastery and end up using lore spells. Now a couple more notes on Archmastery is that what you see here is where it says PvE Power Orb Efficiency and PvP Power Orb Efficiency. Well, that means that there's a difference between the rate at which you gain Archmastery pips, both in PvE and PvP. So in PvE, it doesn't matter how full your deck is, you're still going to generate it as if there's nothing different. That's just a baseline set because it doesn't really need to work differently. For PvP, the rate at which you gain school pips is dependent on how full your deck is. So right now it says that my PvP Power Orb Efficiency is 6%. As I add more spells, so let's go ahead and add in all the different lore spells that I have. Or any spells really. Now it says that my Power Orb Efficiency is 35%. So it depends on how full your deck is based on that's the rate at which you gain school pips. Only in PvP. In PvE, nothing has changed. So I hope this video has helped you understand school pips a lot better. I think it is a great addition because it gets rid of needing mastery amulets, as well as allowing for more dual school play in the future. I hope this guide has helped you understand school pips and you will enjoy them as much as I do and use them in the future.